Seriously, what is it with New York? In the city at the center of the Marvel Universe, the 8 million stories that compose its busy streets each have inciting action. A crisis. No two stories are the same, and the super stories of these heroes are no exception. On the surface, they may look the same. Some power hungry villain becomes obsessed with those 8 million wildly different lives, wanting to claim them for themselves. But they always learn too late that conquest can't win the city's heart. It only stops the beat and drains its lifeblood until nothing new pulses through its veins. Dracula's attempt Dracula attempted it with his empire of eternal night. The Kingpin almost had it in his massive palm. Now Alchemax challenges his mayoral reign. Not long ago, Marvel Rivals announced our collaboration with Marvel Studios, inviting players to relive battles inspired by the legendary Avenger films in-game to forge a path to doomsday. Echoing this, signs of time runs out are appearing across the Chronoverse. If previous seasons saw heroes racing across timelines to battle different foes, this season marks the collision of timelines themselves, and the first shot in this era of incursions is fired by none other than Alchemax. The Alchemax headquarters from 2099 has suddenly descended upon present-day Lower Manhattan, spreading like a contagion, slowly transforming the surrounding neighborhoods into a patchwork of Nueva York. Armed with bleeding-edge tech, ruthless AI, and mass-produced enforcers, Alchemax seeks to silence the 8 million stories, rewriting the present to be their tale of one dominated future. They want every ordinary citizen reduced to a single function: serve the oligarchs or be deemed worthless. Facing the tidal wave of the future, Mayor Fisk declares martial law and orders the arrest of all superheroes. He believes it's their constant timeline hopping that's brought his beloved city to the brink of destruction. His remedy for tomorrow is old school: brute authority and cash on the table. He hires Black Cat to steal a certain artifact, betting his sponsor will use it, and his heart of the city to save New York. Who is your sponsor then, Fisk? Huh. Well, what is the heart of the city, really? Felicia Hardy would say Spider-Man is New York's heart. That's her bias talking, and her truth. The silver-haired cat burglar lives for the thrill of heists, pure adrenaline pumping through her with each victorious escape from the law. Never seeing her fortune of being one of the few who are immune to this future plague. Alchemax can't calculate the bad luck she bends into fate, just as they cannot predict the whims of a woman whose morals are anything but gray when love is on the line. Another incalculable force is White Fox, director of Tiger Division, a foreign city locked down by decree, a timeline anomaly expanding unchecked. Logic dictates that she should steer clear of the storm and focus on the troubles in her home country. But to rescue her compatriots and friend, Luna Snow, she risked diplomatic disaster to infiltrate the perilous martial law zone. When shadows from tomorrow use technology to silence ordinary people, Felicia's reckless defiance and Ami's unwavering determination might be something beyond calculation or prediction. The unquantifiable, quantifiable, and ever-beating heart of the city. this impulsive heart, pulsing through every neighborhood, every storefront, every stoop and sidewalk in New York, is what lets the city stand tall after countless crises. It's not just the superheroes who save it. It's the everyday people of the city that saves their home. So, as the world keeps changing around you and the weight of the future may feel unavoidable, you may ask yourself how you can save your community. Well, with love, determination, and a little luck, anyone can become the heart of their city. Hey everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and here we are with Season 7 of Marvel Rivals. My god, seeing Wilson Fisk here. And here I thought Dracula looked pretty intimidating, overlooking the Empire of New York. So, in the last one, I just basically... What did I do in the last video? I'm not even gonna bother. It just shows how long it's been since I've done anything. I think it was that I read lore, yeah. I think it was Mantis's lore story. I can't quite remember. But we're gonna start with Season 7 here by showcasing the Battle Pass and anything else that's been added. Okay, knowing this, it's just gonna do the transition from, yeah. Why can it not automatically update that? Here we are. The hunt is on. The Tablet of Life and Time. Ooh. Well, here we are. Felicia and Ami. Right now, I know Ami has been added into the game, so it'll be Felicia's turn in a month or so. But what is this Tablet of Life and Time? It looks Egyptian, so I have a weird feeling that the Egyptian pantheon will be involved, but we shall see. As always, the Battle Pass. The Collector's Museum has been completely turned upside down, and everyone is finally free. The good news, all the monsters have found new homes. The bad news, their new king is Deadpool. Meanwhile, Gambit and Rogue have finally tied the knot in their dream wedding. Just when it seems like everyone could catch their breath, Manhattan is suddenly sealed off behind a cold, impenetrable iron curtain. Okay. Before we do that, let me see what we got here. So yeah, I completed these events here. The Dual Life of Peter Parker. Wade Wilson, the Spirit Squad costume. Oh. Okay. I'll check that out later. New hero. Well, of course there's a new hero. She's down here, White Fox. We'll get to her in a moment. Any new team-ups that I need to know about? That way I can read up on that story. Let's see. Yes. One between Amy and Luna, and one between Storm and Adam. Interesting. Be sure to read those. Marauder, Marksman, Yuji Wu. Oh, that's White Fox. And Odin Force Ultron. I don't like the sound of that. That sounds dangerous. New accessories. We can read on these. Luna. Even the coolest secret agent like White Fox can't help but melt when she hears Sol He's pure, beautiful voice. Ami's claws protect the world, but it's Luna Snow who can melt the ice in her heart. On stage, in battle, everywhere. From the agents of Atlas to Tiger Division, Ami will keep fighting for every timeline with everything she's got as long as Luna keeps on putting on a show. Okay, so it just hangs out there just on the tail. Zhou. When the sword of Fuxi shattered in his hands, he thought his whole world was falling apart. The once legendary swordmaster was totally lost. That is, until Zhou found him in the darkness. That blazing dragon fire didn't just give him new power, it reignited his spirit. Now he's the new immortal Iron Fist, carrying his regained will and writing a brand new legend in the tournament of the heavenly cities. Go Lin Lei! Yes, it's on his back. Yeah, hanging off on his back there. Yep, never disturb a sleeping dragon, they say. Kate Bishop. Clint Barton never had the best mentor, but look at him now. He's the best guide, friend, and mentor Kate Bishop could ever ask for. Even when he's all beat up from cosmic battles, Clint's still thinking about his fellow Hawkeye back on the West Coast. If he ever gets the chance, he'd totally bring Jeff along for a visit to see Kate. As they say back in the circus, family first. Yeah, first meant our proper look at Kate, at least through this. Sometimes Kate is the owner of Jeff, on and off kind of thing. On the quiver, I'm gonna say, oh, well, it would have made more sense if it was hanging off the quiver. Take your shot, Kate. Or not. Franklin and Valerie. Reed might spend his days surrounded by numbers and formulas, but the moment he's with Franklin and Valerie, he's making fairies, dinosaurs, and every wild thing you can imagine come to life, just to make sure his kids have the best childhood ever. Even if he can't be with them right now, he's still the sweetest, most amazing dad in the multiverse. Oh, the fact that it's like supposed to be him holding them together, that's kind of nice. Yep, hanging right there. I wonder, well, I mean, it would be stupid of me to ask, really, but does Frank have his powers in this iteration? Rex, the dog, the Robo-Dog. Okay, so Ultron isn't exactly Mr. Emotions, but even he tried to get what humans feel. When this Robo-Dog, modeled after an Earth pet, took a Kree blaster for Ultron, he felt a weird jolt in his circuits. He'd never admit it, but I know Ultron misses Rex. Even if he's all metal and logic, robots have feelings too, you know. Maybe. Oh, hanging right there on the blaster arm, I think. Magus. Adam thought if he just cut the darkness out of his soul, he'd finally be at peace. But the Magus is still there, always lurking, always waiting. Those shadows he tried to banish, they never really left. Maybe Adam's greatest enemy isn't some big cosmic titan. It's the darkness he's been carrying inside all along. Deep stuff, right? Oh, and he's holding, like, it looks like he's holding the Soul Stone. But it could be like Chronovium. Oh, nope, on the bottom of your staff there. Spider bag, or just simply spider. Penny may pilot a huge, awesome spider mech, but honestly, she never expected to be a hero known across the web of life and destiny. She loves her toys and little models. After a wild battle, she'll sneak a peek at her Ita bag, and take out a tiny figure just to feel like a normal, carefree kid for a second. I hope this little model helps Penny remember that she can be a hero and have fun. Is it on Penny or Spider? I can't... It's only zoomed in on Penny, so... I have no clue where this thing is supposed to be. Because I can't... Oh, wait, I see it. It's on that hand. Okay. It's not on Penny herself. It's on the spider mech. It's on that hand. Sleeper. Carnage, Riot, all the screaming. The Venom symbiote has seen their kids fall to hate again and again. But when Sleeper was born, that blob of goo did something totally new. They stayed. The symbiote's trying so hard to learn how to be a parent, just so this little one can have something its siblings never did. A real family. I hope this plush helps them remember that moment forever. So sweet. So I guess Sleeper is a symbiote that took over a cat? Oh, on the arm there, okay. Red She-Hulk. Red She-Hulk. I have to repeat for emphasis. Bruce and Betty's story was never simple, especially after Betty became the Red She-Hulk. Bruce once couldn't even look in the mirror, so how could he face Betty's transformation? Their last meeting was rough, but Bruce decided next time he's gonna accept all of Betty, just like she once accepted the Hulk. Some cosmic ties are truly immortal, right? So, yep, it's right there on his belt in Hulk form. Same for Monster Hulk. And same for Banner. When I saw that it was Red She-Hulk, I thought it was meant to be Jenny, his cousin, and I'm like, ooh. And finally, Cullen. Elsa still can't forgive herself. Her little brother was trapped in the black realm of Klimtor for 27 months, and she had no idea. That darkness changed Cullen, turned him into a monster. He's free now, but the guilt sticks with Elsa. Maybe, just maybe, seeing her brother's face on this little charm will help her finally let go. Because from now on, she's never leaving him behind again. Siblings for the win! Hanging on your back, yep. Well, that's one way of using your Eldritch tentacles. Okay, and that's it. Everything else is same as before. One of these days, I know I'm gonna get all these plushes. Really? Yeah, no thanks. I'm only doing that to get it out of the way. Here it is. The hunt is on. Lower Manhattan is the next new map, but we're not going to get it. I think we're going to get it next week, so I'll be sure to keep that in mind. So I will mess with that later. Now for the real highlight. The Tablet of Life and Time. Let's see what we got. Helen Agarboda, the Rebel. You know Helen, right? Always in trouble, late, scrappy, parking where she wants, graduation on hold, even teachers steer clear. Well, that's a nice little thing to do on how she has the last name Angerboda, which is meant to be a reference to the mother in mythology. Hela's mother is Loki, or not. Well, I mean, potentially Loki could be the mother thanks to his shape-shifting, but no. In mythology, Hela's parents are Loki and Angerboda. Museum ticket autoclaim. I'm trying to scroll. It won't let me... Oh, I gotta go up for it, right? Right? It won't let me scroll up. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Just look how far we've come. I mean, there's obviously going to be more. Who knows? 6? Or no, not 6. 6? 7. Still got the Rivals Day 2025. Alright. White Fox. Okay. She loves playing that electric violin. Rocky the Transfer. Yo, you're the new kid, right? Are you a hardcore Guardians of the Galaxy fan too? Good luck. Good luck convincing people you're a person and not a raccoon. Finally, Thor's emblem at long last. Are those... No, those aren't Chronovium dye. Be neat if they were. The Living Tribunal. With me, that story will play out quite differently. Really? He debuted in 2016? Oh, well, maybe this version of the Living Tribble because of Adam Warlock merging with him, I guess. But traditionally in the comics, and I hope I'm saying his name right, the Living Tribunal is like a very, very powerful cosmic deity. I don't know how to really place him on the scaling, but he's up there. He's like a protector of the universe. Well, I can't really say protector, but he's a very powerful being, is all I can say. Yeah, I'm guessing that this Living Tribunal is basically a version of Adam Warlock who ascended and took his place and became a new one. Ah, that's right. He's a guardian of the multiverse. Doom Angel. And we punish you as the Angels of Doom. Is that... Yep, that's Angela's emblem. Is that meant to be 1602? Stephen Sanders, the Doctor. Dr. Stephen Sanders is our newest volunteer at the University Health Center. This globe-trotting doctor doesn't have magic, just the healing hands of a master surgeon. Why is he called Sanders then? Like it's meant to be Doctor Strange. Like what? Oh. I'm guessing... I guess Strange just legally changed his name to Sanders, I guess. Like, I don't know, actually. The worst of times. Argent Archer. Blonde is classic. But hey, be time to show my age a bit. Trying out silver isn't the worst idea. My cat. Aww. Oh, I forgot the dog's name already, but yeah, I forgot about his doggy. Damn! Do that again, Clint. Oh no, do that again. Wonder if that's actually possible to pull off. Low-key Thor. Low-key Thor. Let me guess, Loki. You've been standing right behind him the entire time? So, either this is meant to be Loki disguised as Thor, or maybe it's Thor that took up to being like Loki. Park Sun-young, the dancer. Park Sun-young, your new identity. I know it's not easy, but just try to blend in and not bring too much attention to yourself. Please. Well, that's definitely gonna catch attention. Low-key Loki. Huh. Cool shirt. The Tablet of Life and Time. Oh, I don't want to read that. I am not gonna spoil myself reading that. Yeah, you're not fooling anyone, Loki. Badlands Lullaby. Anone, at the collector's place, there's this really strange videotape. It's like it's got some kind of Mao, and you just want to touch it. Well, when I did, my mind went poof. Totally trapped in a dream. If it wasn't for Spider, I wouldn't have woken up. I saw the world's darkness in that screaming room. We have to save them. Save who, though? Oh, I get it. It's a scarecrow. Loose ends. I've seen a lot of talk of Twitter about this one. And usual, 100 units or 100 accessory points if you want. Alright, I got some work to do. Now, let's see. Team-ups. Let's read the new team-ups we got. the blessing of the Kimio. I think that's how you pronounce it. Luna Snow realized she was in trouble. Well, more trouble than she had already been in. When Mayor Wilson Fisk outlawed superhuman activity in Manhattan, Luna was one of the first to be locked in the maximum security prison called the Vault. A glimmer of hope returned when her fellow heroes staged a breakout, but she got separated from the other detainees amidst the chaos, and now she was cornered by a group of the Kingpin's guards. "Should have stayed in your cell," the guard captain grunted. "And you should have stayed in your lane," Luna said, her hands beginning to glow. "Remember the law," the captain warned. "No powers." The guards lunged toward Luna, a restraining collar in the captain's hand. If he put it on her, it would suppress her superhuman abilities. She had no desire to harm normal humans, no matter what side of the battle they were on, but she might not have a choice. Just before she can release a burst of dark ice, Luna felt something swift within her. She felt lighter, more agile. She quickly dodged out of the guard's way, avoiding their assault. She was surprised by her own speed, but even more surprised when she saw a spirit fox standing beside her. The guards tried to attack again, but this time, Luna tapped into the ghostly creature's power to charm them, leaving them hypnotized and harmless. "I couldn't intervene personally without causing an international incident," a voice said from the shadows. "But my friend here can lead you to safety." Luna recognized the voice of her old teammate, White Fox, even before she saw her face. But this was no time for a reunion. It was a time to run. And now, with the help of her new mystical companion, Luna Snow was swifter than ever. How does this work? Oh. Okay, and now the Cosmic Cyclone. Adam Warlock's heart sank as he looked out at the devastation before him. The time stream entanglement wasn't just causing timelines to collapse. It was also causing the ecosystems that survive to fall severely out of balance. The climate across the Earth was changing rapidly, with much of the Eurasian continent facing severe drought. And though Adam and his fellow heroes had been on the front lines, fighting for the fate of reality itself, the very people they were trying to safeguard were still suffering. "Is there nothing we can do?" Adam asked, desperate to find a solution. He refused to save this world's inhabitants from impending extinction, only to watch them succumb to the cruel whims of nature. Just a moment, people. Okay, after that small little break I needed, let's continue. "I have tried," Storm replied, "but this crisis is far too dire for one mutant, goddess or otherwise, to handle on her own." "Then let me be of assistance," Adam said, determined to help. "I can bond our souls, and if you are willing, perhaps our powers as well." "I have been blessed with the full fury of the Tempest," Storm warned. "Even a fraction of that power could do more harm than good in the wrong hands." "Have I given you any reason to doubt my motives?" Adam questioned. "No," Storm said with a smile. If any have proven that their soul is in the right place, it is you, Adam. With that, Adam used his quantum magic to forge a link between himself and Storm. As she channeled her immeasurable power into him, the Golden Hero instantly began to lift into the air. Before he could realize what he was doing, Adam raced through the atmosphere, leaving behind a weather trail infused with his healing abilities. At last, much-needed rain began to fall across the continent, reviving the parched land and restoring life. Storm channels her powers into Adam. When Adam flies, his movement speed is increased, but as he's flying, he leaves a storm-charged trail that heals and speeds up allies within it. So it's kind of like, it's like with,
Fantastic flight.
yeah, it's kind of like, with Captain America's ult, where he leaves a trail that, as long as you stay in it,
Fantastic flight.
you'll get benefits out of it. Oh, and it's also like Cloak and Dagger's ult as well, where it lingers for a bit.
Fantastic flight.
Kind of neat. Right. Alrighty, that will do for this episode of Marvel Rivals. I am going to look very forward to what we have here for Season 7 here. Of course, at the moment, all we have is White Fox. But once Felicia gets dropped in, and that's where things are really going to get interesting. Kind of curious to know... curious to know how Felicia will play things out. Anyway, join me next time as I show off gameplay of Ami here. It's pretty obvious on what's going to happen, and then afterwards we're gonna read some lore here and there, but I gotta even check to see what new lore stories have even been added. Just a sec. Well, the Chrono Rush will be ending. Yeah, I already, took care of that. There's something in the settings. There's something in the... Whoops. There's something in the settings. There's something in the community. There's something that I want no part of. Right. So, that is it. And I will see you guys next time.